Don't do that. Negotiate the salary. It's easier for me to negotiate, especially when I feel like the candidate is not that sure of themselves. There is nothing bad that can happen if you want to negotiate your offer or the salary. The worst thing that can happen is that Hi, Cornelia here. Welcome to my channel. I usually post videos about subjects that interest me, and they are usually within the realm of lifestyle, how to become better, how to have a happy life. And at the same time, because I work within talent acquisition, I like to teach you guys how to build your CVs, what to say, not to say in interviews, how to answer to different interview questions, and so on. And in fact, today I wanted to speak about a question that a lot of interviewers are asking when you're applying for different jobs, which is, what are your salary expectations? Today's video is not a video about negotiations. So I just want to take this from the start. If you are looking for this type of video, this is not it. Go and see a lot of other resources on YouTube. In today's video, I wanted to speak with you a little bit about how you can understand your value and see what is your worth. Because there are a lot of companies that, this is their job. The representatives that you are speaking with and the ones that you negotiate your salary with, is their job to get you to have a lower salary because, of course, this will be a big saving for the company costs. I will teach you a little bit how to do some research and how to understand what is your worth and how you can use some informations from your documentation that can help you negotiate the salary after the final round or after you receive the offer. Anytime. The salary can be negotiated anytime until you sign the actual contract with the value there that you sign. The first thing that I wanted to say is that everything will be in ranges. Every position has a range from the minimum to the maximum salary that the company can offer for that position. Sometimes, just sometimes, the company can give you more than the maximum amount that is within their bracket. And these are the conditions where they are looking for a person from some while now and they couldn't find it, or the account is critical and they need a person ASAP. So these are the situations where you can negotiate your salary to be bigger than the maximum amount. Your goal is to get to the higher amount of that bracket, close to the maximum amount that they can offer. And you can do that by following the next 4 steps that I'm going to talk about. First of all, you need to have a good look at your lifestyle. What is your lifestyle like? What are your needs? What are your expenses in a month? Do you have a mortgage? Do you have a kid? Do you want to build a family? Buy a house? Do you need more money? All of these things needs to be calculated by you. You have to take all of these things into consideration and come up with the final amount that it will be comfortable for you. And of course, try to find a company that can offer this amount or even a bigger amount than the one that you think that it will be a comfortable amount for you. Then the second step is to do some documentation online. So the first one is checking the market. You need to see what are the average salaries, the minimum and the maximum salaries that most of the companies are offering for your position, for the industry that you are working in, for your seniority, for your skills, courses, experience, or a lot. You have to take a lot of things into consideration, and a lot of them are individual because they are based on your personal experience and things that you acquired during your work life. So all you need to do is just Google it. Google the salary for your position with X amount of experience. It's really not that hard, and you can find a lot of resources that can give you an idea of what is the market, what are the salaries that are given. And this is important, and I'll give you an example for this. This happens to juniors a lot. A lot of them don't know what inflation is, and they are living with this idea that the minimum salary that they can have is much less than actually is. And when I'm talking with them, I have a lot of junior position at the moment, and that's why I have this example in mind. When I'm talking with them, they are giving me these salaries that were the minimum salary like 10 years ago or something like that. And I'm like having some question marks. Of course that I'm not going to give them that salary. I'm going to give them the salary that they deserve, which is within our bracket based on the skills that they demonstrate during the recruitment process. So I'm not going to give them the minimum amount or the amount that they want. That was in fact the minimum salaries a decade ago. So this is really important to check the market to see what are the salaries at the moment, and not to just have this false informations about the fact that the market is poor, there is a recession, the economy is bad. No, it's not. Just look online, check the market, see what the salaries are out there, and don't self-sabotage just by not doing this. The second type of documentation that you can do is check the company, check it on Glassdoor and other similar sites. You have to go there and see what are the salaries that company is offering for different type of roles. There you'll find a lot of current employers or past employers that maybe had the same position as you or the same experience as you, and they are usually telling the salaries that they have as well. Maybe you are in luck and you find a company that is paying a lot more than you are expecting, or the salaries that you see on the market after you do your documentation, right, as I said. And you will shooting yourself in the foot by telling them a salary that is lower than the one that they can give. Maybe they have a higher budget, who knows, right? It's good to go and see there what are the salaries that maybe some of the people that work in a similar role as you had, and ask for those salaries when, of course, they are asking about what will be your salary expectation. The third thing that you can do is know your package. And here at package, I mean your experiences, your skills, your seniority, the courses that you've done, the university that you finished, all the other things that you've learned in your past work experience until now. You need to have a sincere look at them and just see what you can offer, because this will be a leverage in your negotiations when you are talking about the salary, right? You need to see if you are barely reaching the job requirements that they are asking in the job description that you see, if you are the perfect fit for them, or if your skills and experience is above that job description, so you will be fitted for a more senior position. If you think that you are barely reaching the requirements that they have, that you read in the job description, you need to understand that the interviewers or the people that you are speaking with from the company, they will give you the average amount or an amount that is not really close to the maximum amount, because they understand that you really don't have the perfect skills to fit that role. You are okay, you are good, but you are not the perfect fit for them. And that's why you need to understand this and maybe try to negotiate a higher salary. Then, if you are a perfect fit for the role, and you know that you are a perfect fit for the role requirements, you need to try to negotiate the maximum amount, because they will give it to you. You are the perfect fit, they will give you the maximum amount, no questions asked. So yeah, if they are giving you a certain amount, just try to negotiate it and going a little bit higher, because they will be okay with it. They will give you the amount because they know that you'll be the best fit for that role. And if you feel like your skills, your seniorities are superior, let's say that you are too senior for that role, don't fall for what the company is going to give you. In this case, where you will be fitted for a senior position than the one of that role, the company will give you what they have. This is the first possibility. They will give you the offer for that role, for that junior role for you, and they will hope that you will accept it. Don't accept it. Basically, you will be paid for a more junior position than the experience that you already have. And it's not okay. It's not okay in terms that you will get bored at work because you already done this. You will be fitted for a more senior role. And at the same time, they will give you a salary of a junior position because yes, this is their budget for that role. The second possibility that can happen here is for the company to give you a senior position if, of course, they have a senior one open. Let's say that you are applying for a mid-software developer role, but you are a senior developer. Maybe if they like you and if they think that you'll be a good cultural fit with the company, etc., they will open a new position for you for a senior software developer, or maybe they already have one open and they will tackle you to the other position that will be a better fit in terms of your skills, experience, etc. So yeah. After all of this ramble on the third point, the main thing that you can get for this is just to see what is your worth and try to understand that this will be a leverage for you in negotiating your salary. If you know that your skills are better or are superior of one of the job requirements, don't accept that role because they are just trying to fool you. I mean, not really trying to fool you, but they just giving you what they have at hand and they are hoping that you'll accept. Don't do that. The last thing that you need to take into consideration is the job requirements. After you took a good look at yourself, you see what is your package, let's say, the one that you can offer to the company. You need to draw relationships with the things that are written in the job description. If you have a lot of similar things from your skills, from your CV to the job requirements, you can negotiate a higher salary because you can tell them straight, look, I'm perfect for this role because of this, this, and that. And yeah, they will understand. A lot of representatives of the company usually negotiate the salary. I mean, if you're not negotiating your salary, is your loss, because a lot of people are negotiating it and a lot of them usually get a raise in that salary. They are used to negotiations and you should do that as well. Of course, if you show them here, I'm perfect for this role because I have this requirement, work with this program, etc., they will be more inclined to give you a bigger raise because you gave them all of the necessary arguments to make your salary bigger. Let's speak a little bit about negotiations as well. In this video, I'm not going to tell you how to do negotiations in your salary because this really depends on a lot of factors. There are, of course, strategies, and there are, of course, a lot of things that you have to take into consideration and that the representatives of the company have to take into consideration when they are open to negotiate the salary with you. The thing that I want to say is that you really don't need to be afraid of negotiating. I know it sounds scary, maybe it sounds uncomfortable, and of course, when you see the offer in your face, you are already stressed because you're looking for a job for some time now and you just want to have a job, right? And you are just going to go there and sign it. Don't do that. Negotiate the salary. The representatives of the company, or if they are the hiring managers, the recruiter, whatever, they are used to negotiate the salary. They expect for every candidate to negotiate it. Of course, in my case, as a recruiter, if a candidate doesn't want to negotiate their salary, it's just an easy job for me. I personally try to give the fair salary for every candidate that I'm speaking with and the ones that I give them the offer. Let's say that the candidate wanted the average amount, but they were great during the interviews, the hiring managers love them. Of course, I will raise that salary on the offer than the one that we already agreed on because they had good performances during the interview, they have the right skill for the job, so I'm going to give them more than we already agreed. There is nothing bad that can happen if you want to negotiate your offer or the salary. The worst thing that can happen is that the company is not going to agree and the offer will still be the same. But at least you tried, at least you stand up for yourself, right? The best thing that can happen is that you, first of all, stand up for yourself, so you are doing something for you, trying to get a bigger salary, and you also get a bigger salary in the end. All of this stressful situation that you find it as stressful or hard to action or to do the right thing in it, if you are doing the brave thing, in this case, negotiating your salary, it will be easier for you in future similar situations to negotiate your salary, right? I think the best way to negotiate your salary is by having all of the data that I've mentioned before. If you are giving them the amount that is on the market, the skills that you have, the package that you can offer, the fact that you are perfect for the job in terms of your skills, past experience, etc. This can help you a lot negotiate your salary. You can go and listen to all of the gurus on the internet trying to do all of the tactics that they say is easier for me to negotiate, especially when I feel like the candidate is not that sure of themselves. You need to understand why you are negotiating. You need to know why you need more money. Because if you just want to negotiate, you want more money, but you don't know why, you don't know your value, the person that will negotiate the salary with you will see through you. And yeah, maybe they might negotiate, but the sum won't be that big. Or maybe they are not going to negotiate at all because they can see through you and they can see that you really don't understand the value that you have or the value that you can bring to the company. You have to show confidence, you have to know why you are valuable and why you're worth more. So yeah guys, this is all from my side. I hope this video helped you in some way. If you like it, don't forget to press the like button. If you have other opinions in terms of this video and the things that I say, don't forget to leave it down below. I'll be happy to read them. And of course, if you have other strategies or maybe other things that you need to take into consideration when you have to figure it out what will be the amount that you'll be most comfortable with, just leave them also in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe and I see you in the next video. Bye!